Are you tired of staring at a staircase like it's a mountain you have to conquer? Do you find yourself planning your day around how many times you'll have to go up and down, feeling that familiar ache in your knees, the tightness in your hips, or a frustrating sense of instability with every single step? This daily confrontation with a simple architectural feature can become a source of profound anxiety and limitation, dictating where you can go in your own home and eroding the spontaneous joy of movement. What if I told you that the narrative you've accepted, that this slow, creeping decline is just a normal, unavoidable part of getting older, is fundamentally and powerfully wrong? There is a potent, yet surprisingly simple way to reclaim the strength you thought was gone forever, to rebuild your confidence from the ground up, and to walk up a flight of stairs feeling decades younger, with a spring in your step you might have forgotten was possible. And the most incredible part of this entire revelation, you can unlock this remarkable transformation right from the comfort and privacy of your own home, with no expensive gym memberships, no complicated or intimidating equipment, and absolutely no grueling high-impact routines that could put your joints at further risk. The secret isn't some magic pill or a fleeting fitness fad that promises the world and delivers nothing. It's a deep and actionable understanding of a natural biological process called sarcopenia. This is the gradual, often unnoticed muscle loss that silently begins for most people around the age of 30 and then picks up considerable speed after 50, quietly and methodically chipping away at the powerful, essential muscles in your thighs, hips, and glutes. By the time you reach your 60s, 70s, and beyond, the cumulative decline in lower body power can feel dramatic and distressing, turning simple daily tasks like carrying groceries, getting out of a low chair, or walking on uneven ground into daunting physical and mental challenges. But it is crucial to understand that this is not a one-way street to frailty. Recent scientific research has proven, without a shadow of a doubt, that with targeted, gentle, and consistent strength training, you can actively and effectively reverse this process, rebuilding the very muscle tissue that time and inactivity have taken. Think of your body as a magnificent classic bicycle, a marvel of engineering and design. If left in the shed unused, its chain will inevitably rust, the tires will go flat, and its intricate joints and gears will stiffen into immobility. But with just a bit of dedicated, focused care, lubricating that rusted chain, pumping fresh air into the tires, and gently working the gears, it can once again move with the smooth, effortless grace it was originally built for. The 3 specific exercises you are about to discover are that essential, restorative care for your body. They are meticulously designed to lubricate your joints by encouraging the production of synovial fluid, to awaken dormant muscle fibers that have been underused for years, and to systematically restore the raw power, intricate control, and unwavering stability you need to make every single step a confident and pain-free one. Your path to easier, stronger, and more enjoyable stair climbing, and indeed a more active life, begins right here, right now. The slow sit to stand, building your foundation of power. Let's begin with the single most important and profoundly effective movement for reclaiming your lower body strength and overall functional independence, the slow sit to stand. This exercise is the undisputed cornerstone of functional fitness, a movement so fundamental that it directly mirrors one of the most common actions we perform every single day. It precisely targets your quadriceps, the large and powerful muscles on the front of your thighs, and your gluteal muscles, the powerhouse group in your buttocks, responsible for so much of your stability and propulsive force. Together, this dynamic duo forms the primary engine responsible for the critical tasks of lifting your body's weight against gravity and, just as importantly, lowering it back down with deliberate, shock-absorbing control. When this seemingly simple movement is performed slowly, with deep intention and focus, it becomes a profound and transformative tool for boosting raw strength, dramatically improving your balance, and making everyday activities like getting out of a car, off the sofa, or up from the dining table feel smooth and effortless again. To start, select a sturdy, stable chair that will not slide or wobble, preferably one without wheels or a slick reclining mechanism. A solid dining room chair is often a perfect choice. Sit toward the front edge of the seat, which encourages proper form and muscle engagement. Place your feet flat on the floor, positioning them about hip width apart to create a solid and balanced base of support. Now, for the most critical part of the setup, slide your feet back just slightly so that your toes are positioned a little bit behind the line of your knees. This precise angle is the secret key to the exercise's effectiveness, as it preloads the muscles we intend to strengthen, the quads and glutes, ensuring they are the primary movers and preventing you from relying on forward momentum or placing undue stress on your knee joints. You can extend your arms straight out in front of you for counterbalance, which can be very helpful for maintaining stability, or you can choose to rest them gently on your thighs. If you are just beginning and need a bit of assistance, it is perfectly acceptable and wise to use the chair's armrests for a gentle push-off and support. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale slowly, press firmly and consciously through your heels. This focus on the heels is vital for activating the entire posterior chain, especially the glutes. Engage your thigh and glute muscles to begin rising to a full standing position. The absolute goal here is to move with a smooth, continuous, controlled motion, almost as if you are moving through thick water, completely avoiding the common temptation to rock your body forward or use a sudden jerky momentum to jolt yourself upward. Once you are standing tall, pause for a moment. Feel your feet planted on the ground, your legs strong beneath you, and your posture upright and confident. Then you will begin the most critical part of the exercise, the slow, controlled descent. Lower yourself back down with even greater deliberation and control than when you stood up, aiming to gently return to the seated position without plopping down. That entire sequence, from sitting to standing and back to sitting, is one single powerful repetition. This exercise is so remarkably effective because it builds both concentric strength, the shortening of the muscle to create power to lift as you stand up, and, more importantly, eccentric strength, the controlled lengthening of the muscle to absorb force as you sit down. That eccentric strength, in particular, is the secret weapon for descending stairs safely and without the jarring, painful impact that so often causes or exacerbates knee pain. Aim for a starting goal of 10 repetitions, perform 2 or 3 times throughout your day. Your focus should always remain steadfastly on perfect form over speed or quantity. Keep your knees aligned with your toes, actively preventing them from collapsing inward, and ensure your weight remains predominantly in your heels to maximize glute engagement and protect your knees. As you grow stronger and more confident, you can challenge yourself by holding a light weight like a book or a jug of water, or even just by pausing for a few seconds halfway through the movement, both on the way up and on the way down, to increase the muscle's time under tension. This exercise doesn't just build muscle, it rebuilds freedom, translating directly into a better, more independent and more capable quality of life. The lateral step-up, mastering stability and balance. The lateral step-up is a true game changer for anyone looking to not only improve their stair climbing ability, but also to dramatically reduce their risk of falling by enhancing side-to-side stability. While traditional forward step-ups are certainly beneficial, this side-on variation places a unique and critical emphasis on the stability of your hips, the specific strength of your side glute muscles, and your overall balance control. These 3 interconnected elements are absolutely essential for navigating the complex movements of life, such as climbing stairs, turning sharp corners, walking on uneven surfaces like a grassy lawn, and simply catching yourself from a sideways stumble. This movement builds a type of stability that is often neglected in standard exercise routines, but is paramount for real-world confidence and pain-free grace. 2. Begin this exercise. Find a low, stable platform. The bottom step of a staircase is an excellent and readily available option, but a sturdy aerobic step, a stable footstool, or even a thick, solid book will work perfectly as well. When you are just starting out, A height of about 4 to 6 inches is ideal. You want the challenge to be in the control of the movement, not in the height of the step itself. You can and should gradually increase the height as your strength, control, and confidence grow over time. Stand with either your right or left side facing the step. For safety and confidence, especially in the beginning, position yourself so you can lightly hold onto a railing, a wall, or a sturdy piece of furniture for support. Place your inside foot, the one that is closest to the step, fully onto the platform. It is very important to make certain your entire foot, from your heel to your toes, is flat and secure on the surface to provide a solid base of support and distribute pressure evenly. Now, with deliberate and focused control, push through the heel of that elevated leg to lift your entire body straight up until both of your feet are standing together on the step. As you rise, actively feel the muscles on the side of your hip on the working leg engage and tighten to keep you steady and prevent you from tipping over. Then, just as carefully and with equal control, step your outside foot back down to the floor, followed by the lead leg to return to your original starting position. That entire smooth and controlled movement completes one repetition. The secret to mastering this movement is not speed, but unwavering control and conscious, focused muscle engagement. This exercise primarily strengthens the gluteus medius, a crucial fan-shaped muscle located on the outer surface of your hip that is responsible for keeping your pelvis level and stable whenever you walk, run, or stand on one leg. Weakness in this specific muscle is a leading and often undiagnosed cause of balance issues, an unstable gait, and significant difficulties with stair climbing in older adults. A weak gluteus medius can cause the opposite hip to drop when you walk, creating a chain reaction of instability that places immense stress on the lower back and knees. Aim for a goal of 10 to 15 repetitions on one side before switching your position and completing the same number of repetitions on the other side. Start with one set on each side and gradually build up to 2 or 3 sets as you feel stronger and more stable. It is absolutely crucial to avoid common compensations like leaning your torso too far to the side or using momentum from your back leg to push off from the floor. Keep your upper body as upright as possible, your gaze directed forward, and your core muscles gently engaged to maintain a solid, stable posture throughout the entire movement. This exercise beautifully mimics the real-world demands of stepping up onto a high curb, getting into and out of an SUV or bathtub, or simply sidestepping an obstacle on the sidewalk, all while fortifying the very muscles that act as personal bodyguards for your hips and knees, protecting them from strain and injury. Doris, the eccentric step down, conquering the descent with control. The third and final exercise in this powerful stair-strengthening trio is the eccentric step down, a movement that is as elegant as it is effective. While the first 2 movements were primarily focused on building the concentric power needed to go up, this one is uniquely and specifically designed to help you go downstairs. With significantly less pain, far better control, and a profound sense of newfound confidence. The act of descending a flight of stairs places a very different and often more challenging kind of demand on your body. It requires your muscles, particularly your quadriceps and glutes, to lengthen while remaining under tension in order to absorb impact and control the speed of your descent. This remarkable skill is known as eccentric strength. Building this specific type of strength is the key to eliminating the jarring forces that often lead to sharp knee pain during descent, turning a dreaded activity into a manageable one. To begin, stand on a low, stable step, such as the bottom step of your staircase. It is highly recommended that you ensure you have something sturdy nearby to hold onto for balance, such as a wall, a banister, or the back of a heavy, stable chair. Your primary focus here is on the quality of the movement in your working leg, not on challenging your balance. So using support is not only acceptable, but encouraged. Stand tall with both of your feet on the step, positioned near the edge, but with your heels still fully supported. Slowly and deliberately shift your entire body weight onto one leg, which will be your working leg. As you feel yourself stabilize on that standing leg, begin to lower your other foot down toward the floor in a slow, controlled, and fluid motion. The primary goal is to feel your standing leg's thigh muscle, the quadriceps, and your glute muscles working together as a powerful braking system, gently lowering your body down rather than allowing it to simply drop with gravity. Continue this controlled descent until you lightly touch the heel of your lowering foot to the floor below. As soon as you make that light contact, immediately press through your standing leg to straighten it and return to the starting position with both feet on the step. This slow, controlled lowering phase is precisely where the magic of this exercise happens. The slower you can perform this descent, aiming for a 3 to 5 second count from top to bottom, the more effective the exercise becomes at building that crucial eccentric strength and muscular endurance. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions on one side, focusing intently on the quality of each one, then switch legs and repeat the set. As you perform the movement, concentrate on keeping the knee of your standing leg aligned directly over your foot. A common tendency is for the knee to wobble or collapse inward, which puts rotational stress on the joint. Actively resist this by engaging your hip muscles. If you feel unsteady at any point, do not hesitate to use your support for balance or to reduce the height of the step you are using. This movement is incredibly powerful because a wealth of scientific studies have shown that eccentric training is one of the most potent methods for stimulating muscle growth, increasing tendon strength, and building lasting functional strength, especially in older adults. It directly mimics and rehearses the exact action your body needs to perform every single time you walk downstairs, transforming a once dreaded, painful task into a smooth, automatic, and pain-free motion, giving you the freedom to navigate your environment without fear or hesitation. Your path to stronger steps continues. By embracing and consistently practicing these 3 fundamental exercises, you have taken a monumental and proactive step toward reclaiming your physical strength, your dynamic balance, and your precious independence. These are not just isolated movements to be checked off a list. They are the interconnected building blocks of a stronger, more resilient, and more capable you. Each slow sit to stand diligently builds your raw, foundational power, giving you the force needed to overcome gravity. Each lateral step up meticulously hones your side-to-side stability, protecting you from unexpected trips and falls. And each eccentric step down grants you the fine-tuned control to move with grace, confidence, and a notable absence of pain. When practiced with consistency and mindfulness, they work together as a powerful and synergistic system, completely transforming how you navigate your world on a daily basis. Stairs no longer need to be seen as an insurmountable obstacle or a source of daily dread, but can once again become simply a part of your home that you can handle with nonchalant ease and confidence. The profound strength and intricate coordination you build here will inevitably spill over into every other aspect of your life, creating a positive cascade of improvements. You will find it easier to carry a heavy basket of laundry up from the basement, to rise effortlessly from a low sofa after watching a movie, to walk across an uneven lawn at a family picnic without a second thought, or even to find a renewed and uninhibited joy in physical activities you may have given up, such as gardening, dancing, or playing on the floor with your grandchildren. Remember that these incredible and life-altering improvements do not require extreme, punishing effort, but rather your consistent, patient commitment to the process. You are meeting your body where it is today and gently, intelligently guiding it forward, one single quality repetition at a time. The real reward is not just the development of stronger muscles, but the profound and immeasurable freedom that comes with them. It is the freedom from fear, the freedom from limitation, and the freedom to live your life on your own terms. Every confident step you take from this day forward is a living testament to your powerful commitment to an active, empowered, and truly vibrant life. Keep moving, stay strong, and know with absolute certainty that your journey to greater mobility, greater strength, and greater joy has truly, wonderfully just begun.